Topic here is preventing 9/11, and we will be using documents from the January memo, which can be found here on the site. And then, of course, we have the other memo, which is right here. So for the most part, they already are in these items in the slideshow here. So you're going to complete the reading with a partner and then answer the questions. I want you to present a proposal to the class based on the intel. So you want to put yourself in the position of the president receiving this information, and what do you do with regard to the information that you are being given at the time. That notice the date, January 25, 2001. So here they say that we urgently need such principal level review on the Al-Qaeda network. That's item number 1. It says that Al-Qaeda is the active organized major force that is using a distorted version of Islam. Let's see, it says here, replace moderate modern Western regime in Muslim countries with theocracies modeled along the lines of the Taliban. So here, that's interesting. They're trying to support the Taliban. Let's see, what else is here? It gives you kind of a brief overview. Transcript of August 6, 2001. So in this particular one, it talks about the missile strike on a base in Afghanistan in '98. That was a response to the bombings in Africa. Eventually, we also have the USS Cole bombing that's going to take place. Notice how they also mention a couple of items, the Millennium Plotting, Canada in '99. So this is another act of terrorism. That's an attempt that's being conducted under the name of Al-Qaeda. Here it gives you some more information about them. Here they're talking about the U.S. embassies. So you have enough information here that's pretty much outlining the threat to the United States as far as what they've already done. Bin Laden cell in New York was recruiting Muslims and American youth for attack. That section, that they want to hijack an aircraft to gain the release of the blind Sheikh Omar Abdul Rahman, that section. So here you have some information that is being given. And again, what you want to be able to do is you want to take this question, what do you do with that information? Do you really have anything specific? The questions here, are you going to take the January memo serious? What is the immediate threat to the United States? What is the long-term threat? So when we look at these questions here, did they really outline anything that is short-term? What about the long-term? They seem to have presented enough history as far as events that have already transpired, but what do you do? How do you resolve or deal with the potential threat that's being presented? Here we look at another memo. Do the principals agree that Al-Qaeda poses the first order the U.S. threat? Or is this a Chicken Little overreaching? So that's section. How should the existing strategy be modified or strengthened? So what are we going to do with the situation? Are we going to use the FBI? Are we going to use the CIA? Are we going to use the military? What are we going to do about getting Al-Qaeda? Here we talk about going after Al-Qaeda's money. How is he going to be able to fund terrorism abroad if there's no funds available? So that's in this section here. In the August memo, they're talking about bringing the fight to America. They're talking about mounting a terrorist strike as well as the attempt to, hijack an airplane. Keep in mind, we also have the Y2K fear. We have a potential terrorist attack. This was going back to the one that involved Canada, where they were planning to blow up New Year's Eve. Now, keep in mind, Zakri Massawi, Ahmed Razam, like these individuals, are they working for Al-Qaeda? There really doesn't seem to be much understanding as far as what's going on. At the end, Bush is going to receive a lot of criticism for not doing much to deal with these threats. So I want you to think about that. Where do you stand on the debate? Can you take every threat serious or credible? You might want to take a look at the clip from Fahrenheit 9/11 that shows Bush in a classroom dealing with the information as the second plane hits the trade center. So that's pretty much it for this one, as far as the threat to the United States and what Bush knew prior to the 9/11 attack.